Why the poor chase dopamine while the rich pursue endorphins? Why do the rich keep getting richer while the poor sink deeper into poverty? Many believe it's because their goals differ. The poor often get caught up in activities that provide instant gratification, like watching short videos, playing games, drinking, smoking, or shopping. These bring fleeting joy and are highly addictive. Such activities trigger the brain to release dopamine, a chemical that delivers immediate pleasure but fades quickly. In contrast, the rich seek satisfaction through endorphins, achieved via sustained effort in activities like running, exercising, or learning. Though initially exhausting, these yield lasting joy and deep fulfillment. Dopamine and endorphins create two distinct types of pleasure. The short-term thrills the poor chase are often shallow, satisfying only momentarily. Meanwhile, the rich pursue deeper, soul-enriching joys that foster continuous growth. This is a harsh reality of society. Humans are emotional creatures. Joy, sadness, fear, anger, all tied to hormones like dopamine and endorphins. Dopamine is often called the molecule of joy, but it's more a reward mechanism, driving us to anticipate rewards. For example, finishing one video makes you crave the next because dopamine delivers satisfaction, urging you to keep going. Smoking, drugs, stimulating content, and gambling all exploit this mechanism, making it hard to stop and easy to get addicted. This is why dopamine is a powerful temptation for many. Scientists call it the dopamine trap, instant gratification that often leads to a negative spiral. Endorphins, however, require overcoming instincts and facing challenges to push personal limits. When achieved, endorphins bring euphoria from self-improvement. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to follow the channel for more money truths and tips to achieve financial freedom fast. Welcome to the Think Billion X channel. In the 1990s, at a San Francisco conference, top politicians and billionaires discussed how globalization could widen the wealth gap. They devised a strategy to prevent social conflict, like giving a child a pacifier, provide the poor with endless entertainment to keep them content with fleeting pleasures. This is the titainment theory, or the dopamine trap, luring people into short-term joys while they fail to notice their decline. Have you ever noticed that when you try to focus on serious work, something always distracts you? You start studying, but want to play a quick game. Once you start, you can't stop. That's the dopamine trap, a chemical delivering temporary pleasure but easily ensnaring you. Endorphins, on the other hand, demand self-overcoming for lasting joy. Both dopamine and endorphins affect mood, but differently. Dopamine brings easy joy through simple pleasures, while endorphins create enduring happiness. That's why endorphins are called the hormone of joy or rejuvenation hormone. For instance, exercise not only strengthens the body, but also triggers endorphin release, leaving you energized and happy after workout. When running, many feel exhausted at first, but pushing through, the body stops feeling tired and feels lighter. That's because, at a certain intensity, the body releases endorphins, making running easier and delivering joy, achievement, and lasting health. Endorphins also shine in reading and learning. Starting a book might feel boring, but soon you're engrossed. Acquired knowledge brings fulfillment and happiness. Anything requiring effort and overcoming challenges triggers endorphins, forming a healthy addiction that motivates persistence, creating a positive cycle. However, compared to easily triggered dopamine, endorphins are stingier. They demand sweat, effort, time, and intensity. In real life, while dopamine fuels game and video addiction, endorphins bring joy from reading, learning, and self-growth. This is a long-term process. Society's cruelest truth is that the average person drowns in dopamine, while the rich force themselves to seek endorphins. In the 21st century, the most valuable asset is time. Whoever captures others' time captures their money. Whoever wastes their own time stays poor forever. Time is limited. If you invest in self-improvement and skill building, your value grows. But if you squander time on entertainment, your self-development time shrinks drastically, silently destroying you. Take a real example. I had a friend from a rural, modest background. In 2012, he worked hard to get into a prestigious city university. Normally, with such effort, he'd have landed a good job and stable life. But things changed in college. His wealthy dorm roommate brought all kinds of gaming consoles. My friend had never seen anything so exciting, so he tried them. A few games hooked him with the thrill of virtual worlds. He sank deeper, staying up all night at internet cafes. By senior year, while others job hunted, he stayed in his rented room or at cafes, living off snacks and virtual reality. Years passed, and he racked up thousands of dollars in debt from gaming, living in anxiety. His classmates achieved success or lived comfortably, while he squandered his potential, his life hitting a dead end. Reflecting, he said, "Of all the things that can ruin a person, the scariest isn't poverty, but the invisible temptations that creep into your mind, eroding what's precious, toppling you into uselessness." As writer Lai Thuong Long said, "In big cities, the easiest way to ruin someone is to give them a quiet, cramped space, an internet connection, and ideally a food delivery number. That's enough to start their decline." Short videos and colorful online games trigger constant dopamine hits. One hit feels good. Continuous hits feel euphoric. When desire takes over, the brain's constant stimulation leads to addiction without awareness. Over time, you lose track of time, grow content with your state, and stop thinking about changing your life. Eventually, you sink into poverty, unable to rise. A Harvard Business School survey found a stark contrast. The richer and more elite, the more they prefer enriching entertainment like reading, learning, and sports. The poor, however, favor time-draining activities like card games, video games, and binge-watching. This entertainment divide creates a fateful gap in their destinies. A documentary about investing legend Warren Buffett, Becoming Warren Buffett, revealed no quick-rich secrets. He diligently read books and reports. While others watched TV, he forced himself to study dry academic texts. While others played games, he absorbed the latest economic insights. While people scrolled short videos, he learned cutting-edge financial management. Starting at 7 a.m., he spent 5 to 6 hours reading reports and financial statements. His office had no computer or smartphone, just bookshelves and a desk piled with newspapers. Avoiding trivial entertainment and embracing lifelong learning was Buffett's success secret. Psychologist Adam Alter from Princeton noted that creators of high-tech products rarely get addicted to them. They prioritize more valuable pursuits. Successful actors, entrepreneurs, and artists, despite wealth and fame, work tirelessly for greater achievements. The elite and rich never waste time on meaningless entertainment. Steve Jobs, Apple's founder, was once asked if his kids loved iPods. Surprisingly, he said they didn't use them, and he limited tech at home. Bill Gates mentioned his kids couldn't use phones until age 13. Twitter's founder didn't buy tablets for his 2 kids, who took advanced courses. Game designers avoid games like World of Warcraft. Many Silicon Valley tech giants steer clear of devices after work. Observe the rich around you. Many with vast wealth still work hard, maintain disciplined diets and exercise, and keep learning despite high education. Why? They know dopamine's rush is cheap. Indulging in trivial pleasures, no matter how wealthy, depletes assets in reckless excess. Endorphin's pursuit is painful, but the strong crave conquest. Only by repeatedly pushing through pain and tackling valuable but tedious tasks can you secure wealth and live comfortably. Aristotle said that, unlike animals, humans should pursue higher, nobler joys. Dopamine is an instinctual animal satisfaction, but long-term, it wastes time and empties your life. Endorphins, earned through struggle, demand full effort, fostering transformation and growth. How can you chase endorphins and change your current situation? Here are 3 tips. Endure what others can't. In today's fast-paced world, most indulge in instant pleasures. Endure a bit more than others, and the gap widens. Alibaba founder Jack Ma succeeded through persistence. While others dated, he read and planned. While others played cards, he studied and worked. He said, "To avoid mediocrity, reject temptations pulling you down. If those around you are reckless, but you choose discipline, if others are lazy but you strive, day by day, you'll become exceptional. Be ruthless where others aren't." Endorphin-inducing tasks aren't easy. Haruki Murakami, starting running, woke at 4:30 a.m., running until drenched and breathless, yet persisted. Writing, he sat alone from morning to night, revising a single sentence 8 times. No success is easy. No reward comes without effort. Life works that way. Only by being strict with yourself does life treat you kindly. Succeed where others fail. Everything leading to downfall has fast feedback. A 10-second video brings laughter, a sweet bite satisfies, a few game rounds feel victorious. These pleasures drag you down, achieving nothing. Positive pursuits have slow feedback. One workout won't give you abs, but a year's persistence will. One book won't shift your mindset, but 1,000 will make a vast difference. Without perseverance, you'll never taste endorphin sweetness. Endure a bit more, persist longer, and results will differ vastly. The gap in human talent isn't large, but outcomes vary greatly. Beyond circumstances and luck, the core lies in choices. Some chase dopamine, others endorphins. The biggest difference between dopamine and endorphins is that one offers sweetness first, bitterness later, while the other demands bitterness first, sweetness later. If you indulge in dopamine's pleasures, life will bring only bitterness in the end. But if you train through endorphins' challenges, life will reward you with sweetness. Always remember, don't let cheap joys drag your life down, and don't be the frog slowly dying in warming water. Pursuing happiness is human instinct, and different social classes chase it differently, with varied attitudes toward time. Both dopamine and endorphins bring joy, but dopamine's is fleeting and often meaningless, while endorphins foster growth and lasting, healthy joy. Many believe dopamine addiction leads to decline and must be abandoned. But in some cases, dopamine is necessary. Dopamine and endorphins can coexist. You don't have to choose. We can pursue endorphins while moderately enjoying dopamine. A balanced life, blending both, may be the ideal way to live. Life is short, and everyone has their own approach. You can't define people solely by dopamine and endorphins. Stay cautious, practice self-control, improve yourself, and persist in your pursuit. Only then will your life see positive, meaningful change. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this valuable, share it with friends and family. Follow me for more money secrets. Goodbye and see you next time.